So that our founder secretary, Kulapati APC Veerabakhu, while he was starting this prestigious institution the year 1955, and he coined the very important slogan, mantra: education should not be commercialized on any account. Education should not be commercialized on any account. And education for all, education for all at the same time, and it should be reached the grassroots. While it is affordable, education to all is feasible. With these mantras, our founder secretary coined this the great quotations. With these few words, I welcome Professor Dr. Subramania Pichapillai, so-called, and I would like to just reveal the olden days. When I was studying in the VOC college, Professor Pichapillai, former professor of English department, VO Chidambaram College, he was very magnanimous. He was very deep in mind, very generous, genuine. Such a fantastic personality Professor Pichapillai was. Dr. Subramani is the dedicated son of Professor Pichapillai and a devoted son of Professor Pichapillai. Why I am insisting the particular word dedicated and devoted? Wherever I see, whenever I see Subramanian, Dr. Subramanian, அவங்க அப்பாவை ஒரு டிவிஎஸ் 50ல வச்சு கோயிலுக்காக கூப்பிட்டு போயிருக்காரு. நானே கிட்டத்தட்ட 3 times பார்த்துருக்கேன். ஒவ்வொரு கோயிலுக்கும் கூப்பிட்டு போய் அப்பாவை வந்து தரிசிச்சுட்டு வருவாரு. So that I am calling him dedicated son of Professor Pichapillai. So in this juncture, he is being the alumni of our institution, both VO Chidambaram College as well as VOC College of Education. I congratulate Dr. Subramanian, and I from my heart, bottom of the heart, I wish you all the best. You must become, you must occupy several important positions in the field of teacher education. Sure, you can win. You can have such a potential. With these few words, once again, I welcome all of you, all the participants and dear resource persons for this wonderful webinar. And I also congratulate Dr. Anthony Vinolia as well as Dr. Anufia Mill for organizing and arranging such a wonderful webinar. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much. Over to ma'am. Over to Anupia ma'am. Yes,
thank you so much, sir, for your word of welcome and appreciation. If your action inspires others to dream more, learn more, and become more, you are a leader, says John Adams. At this juncture, I would like to attribute this proverb to our resource person, Dr. P. Subramanian, Assistant Professor, Department of Educational Planning and Administration, Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University. Because his valuable past makes him important today and it will make an impact on the future generation. He has completed his MSc Chemistry in VOC College and MEd and MPhil in VOC College of Education, Thoothukudi. He has completed his UGC NET in Education with JRF in the year 2011. He has completed his PhD in Education. He is a university rank holder in MEd Education and he has joined as Assistant Professor in Department of Educational Planning and Administration, Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University at the year 2014. He is also holding additional positions such as Deputy Director, Center for National and International Academic Collaboration and Coordinator of Innovative and Best Practice Center, Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University. He has presented many papers and lectures in national and international conferences and seminars, and also published a good number of research articles in national and international journals. He has delivered lectures in many well-known universities. He has contributed chapters in various edited books. He has 9 years of experience in teaching. He is an expert in the field of e-content preparation. He has organized national level webinars during this lockdown period. He has also contributed modules for the BA theory papers such as Contemporary India and Education, Creating an Inclusive School, Understanding Discipline, and Subject and Pedagogy of Physical Science. He has also guiding many MEd and PhD scholars in Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University. Yes, our resource person is really inspiring personality and we are privileged to benefit a lot from him. Sir, we are happy to have you here and thank you and we are welcoming you to our college. Now the session is handed over to the resource person. Sir, you can take over the session.
May I audible, madam?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. My PPT is visible. Whether my PPT is
Yes,
visible?
sir. Yes.
Yeah. Uh, Most revered honorable Vice Chancellor of the University. Most
Sir,
respected
little bit
ladies and
raise your volume now.
gentlemen. It's not audible now?
Yes, little bit, sir. Can increase your volume.
Yeah. Okay. My PPT is visible, ma'am?
Yes, sir, you can.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Most revered honorable Vice Chancellor of Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, most revered honorable President of USC College of Education, Sri A.P.C.V. Chokkalingam sir, most revered honorable Secretary of USC College of Education, Sanmugam Ayya, most respected registered sir, most respected controller of examinations of our university, most respected professors, associate professors and assistant professors of the company and TEM, most respected principal of VOC College of Education from my MEd and MPhil, Dr. T. Kanagaras, and most respected professors, associate professors, assistant professors of VOC College of Education, respected organizers of this program, Dr. Anthony Arakian and Anika Melman, good morning to all. It is my great privilege and it is my great honor to present about my views about teacher education in the era of Industry 4.0. So at the outset, I would like to thank for giving this valuable opportunity to me to share my views about the teacher education in the era of Industry 4.0. Yes. So my PPT is visible now?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. By seeing this picture, we could understand that how the industry 4.0 is important in the is important in the field of education. A few months back, our Chancellor of Tamil Nadu has attended and has given a wonderful lecture with regard to Industry 4.0. In this lecture, he has emphasized all the universities and colleges must implement the idea of Industry 4.0 in the curriculum of the respective universities. So our university is also preparing the Chancellor's vision based on the views of Industry 4.0. Yes, the Corporate Chancellor is very particular about the introduction of Industry 4.0 in the universities. It should be reflected in the curriculum of all the education institutions. So we know that we have come across so many industrial revolutions. The first industrial revolution is known for power of steam and water. And the second industrial revolution is known for mass industrial production. That is electricity as a key driver. And the third industrial revolution is given more importance to information and technology. So now we are living in the fourth industrial revolution. That is nothing but Industry 4.0. The Industry 4.0 also known as digital revolution. It combines technological and human capacities through self-learning algorithms, self-driving cars, human machine interaction and big data analytics. Yes, Industry 4.0. So it's also known as a digital revolution. So we are living in a digital age. Whether we are knowingly, unknowingly, we are using the advantages of the technology in the learning process. An appropriate technology in the hands of a competent teacher can achieve the better teaching and process. Mere spoken words cannot alone convey the required information in the teaching and process. We should use the appropriate technology in our classroom in order to capture the attention of the students. Thus, the technology is playing a vital role in the lockdown period. So, because of the technology, I am reaching you. Because of the technology, VOC College of Education is organizing a number of programs, and our university is organizing a number of programs. It's because of technology. So, I am saying, I would like to say one thing that the technology cannot replace the teachers from their role, but the teachers, those who are using technology, can replace the teacher, those who are not using the technology. In such a way, the technology is very, very important. Yes. It is also known as a digital revolution. It combines technological and human capacities, self-learning algorithms, self-driving cars, human machine interaction, and big data analytics. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Hello?
Subramanian, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Hello, madam, hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. You can go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, I'm having some technological issues. I will come from my mobile.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Please show my PPT. It is helpful for me.
Okay, sir.
Anu ma'am, whether the PPT is visible
He's saying
now?
that he's having some technological issues and we have to show the PPT.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience registered.
Okay.
So that only I have joined in the mobile phone also. Yeah.
Now, will you share the PPT or we have to share this?
You have to share the PPT. Already I have
We
sent
have
that.
to.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Already I have sent, ma'am.
Okay, sir. We will see.
Just a second, ma'am. Vino, ma'am. Vino, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Now,
Will you present the PPT or shall I?
Tabassum, madam, you can proceed.
Okay,
Hello?
sir. Okay, then. Okay, sir. I will. Vino, ma'am. Okay, sir. I will present the PPT.
Yeah. The
Vinolia,
meantime,
ma'am.
Dava, ma'am.
You take care of admitting the participants.
Okay, ma'am. You will share. Okay.
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 Okay. Participants, now we will share the PPT under the name VOCCE AQAR. Okay. Now I will start presenting. Just a second.
yeah. Thanks, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, sir. Welcome. Sir, I started presenting, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Can I need to pin your? Yeah. Thank you. Next slide, ma'am. Yeah. Industrial 4.0. So I would like to start from this slide. So the first industrial revolution is known for the power of steam and water. May I audible, ma'am? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're
thank
audible.
you.
You can carry on. Okay.
The first industrial revolution is known for the power of steam and water. The second industrial revolution is known for mass industrial production. And third industrial revolution is known for the information technology. And the fourth industrial revolution is known for the digital revolution. It combines the technological and as well as the human capacities through self-learning algorithms, self-driving cars, human machine interaction, and big data analytics. Yes. Next slide, ma'am. It is also known as digital revolution. Already we spoke about it. Combines technological and human capacities, self-learning algorithms, self-driving cars, human machine interaction, and big data analytics. Already I told you that the technology is playing a vital role in our day-to-day classroom. Without technology, we are unable to reach the millions of people. As far as today's lockdown period is concerned, we are reaching millions of people because of the technology, thanks to technology. So an appropriate technology in the hands of a competent teacher can assure a better teaching learning process. Whether knowingly or unknowingly, we are utilizing the advantages of technology in our day-to-day life. Yes, the technology is playing a very vital role. Already I told you that the teachers, those who are using the technology, can replace the teachers, those who are not using the technology. This is what happening today. Yes, we are using the advantages of technology in a lot of ways in our day-to-day life, starting from our mobile phone to our day-to-day gadgets. Next slide, ma'am. Yes. So Industry 4.0. What is mean by Industry 4.0? It's nothing but it builds about the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and various mobile applications. Next slide, ma'am. So education 4.0. What is meant by education 4.0? It is a new experience-based education that uses the digital technologies instead of a road-based system, instead of traditional based system, and responds to the new world through personalized education. Yes, it's the training of our graduates to fulfill their future needs, to fulfill the future employers' needs, to fulfill the needs of the future world. So it's nothing but education 4.0. It's nothing but to fulfill the needs of industry 4.0, we are using the technology in an appropriate way through a personalized education. Next slide, ma'am. Importance of education 4.0. Personalized way of learning. We know the meaning of personalized way of learning. Each individual can learn at their own way. So the education for the concept of 4.0 gives an opportunity for personalized way of learning. It's not only that, a desired approach to learning that at times itself with fourth industrial revolution. So already we have discussed about what is fourth industrial revolution. So to suit the needs of fourth industrial revolution, the education 4.0 must be prepared. It focuses on the smart technologies. Not only smart technology, it includes all kind of technologies which now impact our everyday life. We know the importance of the technology in our day-to-day life. So without technology, we are unable to live. That's it. Without technology, we can live, but with the help of technology, we can survive better. This is what happening today. So it focuses on smart technology which now impact our everyday lives. Understanding of what is required for future graduates. The education 4.0 must be prepared on the concern of the future graduates, on the needs of future graduates. It's not only that, it's a deeper fusion of technology into the teaching learning process. It's a combination of technology and our pedagogy, and shifting the focus from teaching to learning. So it facilitates the shifting from teaching to learning process. This is what the importance of education 4.0. Next slide, ma'am. So I'm going to discuss about the Internet of Things. What is meant by Internet of Things? So by seeing this diagram, we could understand what may be the Internet of Things. Next slide, ma'am. IoT definition. The Internet of Things is the network of physical objects that contain embedded technology to communicate and sense or interact with their internal states or the external environment. Yes. So we are using the advantages of IoT in our day-to-day life. A lot of advantages are there in IoT. So it is a network of physical objects that contain embedded technology to communicate and sense or interact with their internal states or the external environment. We used to have a lot of mobile apps in our mobile. While in train traveling, we used to have where is the train app. Once you are having a where is the train app, you will get an idea about where the train is. You are able to track the train. You will be able to reach your destination. You will be able to understand what is going on in the next station. So by seeing this kind of example, we could understand that how the IoT is applied in our day-to-day life. Next slide, ma'am. The evolution of IoT. It started from pre-internet and then internet of content, that is World Wide Web, the email, information, entertainment, and proceeded to internet of services, that is what Web 2.0, and the internet of people, social media, Skype, Facebook, YouTube, and now the internet of things. So in this internet of things, the identification is possible, the tracking is possible, the monitoring is possible, the metering is possible, and very importantly, the automation is possible, actuation is possible, and the payment is possible. Yes, this is what nothing but the evolution of IoT started from pre-internet to the internet of things. Next slide, ma'am. So what are the advantages of IoT? What are the sectors that you are that are using the concept of IoT. In manufacturing industries, it is highly useful. In transportation industries, it is highly useful. The retail business, science and technology, IT and communication, and our education, healthcare system, energy, construction, and agriculture. Yes, the IoT is highly used in all the day-to-day life activities. Especially is highly useful in the manufacturing industries. Next slide, ma'am. So IoT in teaching. What is meant by IoT in teaching? With the help of IoT in teaching, we would give the collaborative future for education. The IoT device gives students a better access to everything. It will give a lot of exposure to the students regarding their education. So IoT devices give students better access to everything from learning materials to communication channels. And they give teachers the ability to measure student learning progress in real time. So unlike in other situations, here there is a chance for measuring the students' outcome in real time. This is what the one of the important advantage of IoT. Next slide, ma'am. Ma'am, next slide, ma'am. Ma'am, next slide, please. Hello?
Yeah, just a second, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, IoT application in education. So these are all the specific applications of IoT in education. Special education, it is highly useful in special education for preparing the special education devices for devising especially the device preparation. The IoT application is highly useful, and it is highly useful in physical education and school security system and classroom monitoring. It is useful to monitor the classroom learning process, attendance monitoring system. Yeah, so we are having, every institution is having automation. So it's thanks to IoT. It's because of IoT. The student physical and mental health. It used to monitor the students' physical as well as the mental health and learning from home. This is what happening in the lockdown period, and personalized learning. Yes, each individual can learn at their own speed. Yes, this is what the overall advantages of IoT in education. Next slide, ma'am. So artificial intelligence. Yes, by seeing this diagram, how the artificial intelligence can replace the teacher from their role. Yes, the artificial intelligence is a highly useful concept in the field of education. Not only in the field of education, it is applied in all kinds of subjects. So next slide, ma'am. So artificial intelligence, nothing but it's a science and engineering of making intelligence. Its function is moreover similar to the computers. So related to the similar task of using computers to understand human intelligence. So computers with the ability to mimic or imitate or duplicate the functions of the human mind. Example, the robotics and the gaming technology. The gaming technology is very popular among our youngsters. So this is what one of the important advantage of artificial intelligence. Next slide, ma'am. Advantages of artificial intelligence and education. Actually, for explaining the artificial intelligence concept, it will take a lot of hours. But I will take a minimum points to discuss about the artificial intelligence in education. It gives an opportunity to find a good teacher. Yes. So through AI, artificial intelligence enabled educational platform, we are able to, as a teacher, as a student, we are able to select our own teachers for our own specific subjects, depending on the teaching experience and soft skill. This is one of the important advances of artificial intelligence. Not only that, the curriculum automatic created. It will highly helpful for the teacher to reduce their workload. As a teacher, we are very much particular about the curricular preparation. By using the artificial intelligence technology, this job is very easy, and the better engagement. So our youngsters are highly involved in the artificial intelligence concept because it's having a lot of interactive versions. The technologies like VR and gamifications helps to involve the students by active interaction. So there is a chance for active interaction of the participants, of the students. This is what one of the advantages of artificial intelligence. Next slide, ma'am. Augmented reality. Augmented reality. So by seeing this diagram, we could understand that what is augmented reality. Yes. Next slide, ma'am. So what is meant by augmented reality? A combination of a real scene viewed by a user and a virtual scene generated by a computer that augments the scene with additional information. So it's the combination of a real scene, is actual scene viewed by a user through our eyes, and a virtual scene generated by a computer that augments the scene with an additional information. It gives, the augmented reality gives a holistic view about the particular concept. Suppose if the particular student is from science background, if the particular student is using augmented reality, he will get a three-dimensional view about the particular concept by using the augmented reality concept. Next slide, ma'am. Yes. So virtual reality is there, augmented reality is there. Augmented and virtual reality have the remarkable ability to alter our perception of the world. So with the help of augmented reality and virtual reality, the scientists have discovered a lot of things. It is highly useful in medicine. Next slide, ma'am. So it is an augmented reality. So augmented reality is also known as, also abbreviated as AR, is the perception of digital information, usually visual perception, synchronized with objects and places in the physical world around the users. Yes, already we spoke about the augmented reality. It will give additional information about the particular concept. Next slide, ma'am. So what is happening in AR? The basic idea of augmented reality is to superimpose graphics, audio, and other sense of enhancement over a real world environment in a real time. It will give a real world and real time experience, a real lifetime experience. The graphics will then change to accommodate the user's eye or head movements. These are the components needed to make an augmented reality system work. Head-mounted display, tracking system part of the mobile computing power is essential. Next slide, ma'am. What is meant by virtual reality? It's a high-end user interface that involves real-time simulations and interactions through multiple sensorial channels. We know that the senses are the gateways of knowledge. So these sensory modalities are visual, auditory, tactile, and etc. Next slide, ma'am. So what is the difference between augmented and versus virtual reality? In augmented reality, the user must still be aware that he or she is present in the real world. But whereas in virtual reality, one of the identifying marks of virtual reality system is the head-mounted display worn by the user. Whether it is an augmented reality, it's not possible. But here, it is possible. Here, the virtual reality system is the head-mounted display worn by the user. These displays block out all the external world and present to the wearer a view that is under complete control over the computer. This is the main difference between augmented as well as the virtual reality. Yes. Next slide, ma'am. So mobile, yeah, we have to discuss about it. We have to discuss about it in a lot of times. Yes, mobile. Whether we are knowing, when we are using the advantages of mobile phones in a lot of ways. With the help of mobile phones, we are chatting. With the help of mobile phones, we are having the money transaction with the mobile. With the help of mobile phones, we are using the day-to-day entertainment activities. Yes, the mobile phone is a highly useful platform in our day-to-day lives. We are unable to live without mobile phone. This is what the present condition. Next slide, ma'am. Yes, mobile application. There are a lot of mobile applications are there in education. The mobile apps for managing the classrooms, the mobile apps for communication, the mobile apps for collaboration, the mobile apps for creativity, mobile apps for teachers' professional growth, mobile apps for assessment. We will discuss one by one. Next slide, ma'am. Okay, what are the mobile apps for managing the classroom? The Class Dojo It's a virtual classroom environment. It provides a virtual classroom environment to the users, teachers, students, and other stakeholders to interact with one another. There is a chance for interaction between the teachers and the students, and there is a chance for interaction between the teacher as well as the other stakeholders to the students. Here, teachers can use this platform to send feedback to their students. So this is one of the important advantage of this mobile app and Edmodo. So everyone will create a virtual classroom for the students with the help of this mobile app. Google Classroom. Yes, most of the teachers are using Google Classroom. Yes, teachers can create assignment to the students, and this app is highly useful for the teachers to evaluate the students' performance. Yes, it is most of the teachers are using. It is highly useful for the teachers to monitor their students. It's highly useful to monitor and to evaluate the students' progress over a time. Next slide, ma'am. Mobile apps for communication. These are all the mobile apps. Is widely used for communication. Remind. This app is highly used by the educators to communicate with the parents and learners outside the classroom, to communicate with the parents with regard to the students' performance. Yes, this mobile app is highly useful for the parents. And WhatsApp. Yes, WhatsApp is highly useful mobile apps for everybody. So WhatsApp is having a lot of advantages like Facebook, Twitter. With the help of WhatsApp, we are having a lot of advantages. With the help of WhatsApp, we are doing a lot of things during this pandemic period. The WhatsApp is a highly useful device, highly useful tool for many stakeholders. WhatsApp is we are unable to live without WhatsApp. This is what the present condition. Next slide, ma'am. The mobile apps for collaboration, the Dropbox, Padlet, these are all the mobile apps widely used for collaboration. And the mobile apps for creativity, Evernote, Mindmister, these are all the mobile apps widely used for creativity. Next slide, ma'am. Yes, this is what more important. Mobile apps for teachers' professional growth, edX, so online courses. Most of the teachers are undergoing a lot of online courses. Yes, edX is one of the important platform is providing online courses to the mass. edX offers courses from world leading universities and colleges like MIT. World leading universities are offering courses in the edX platform. And the Coursera. This platform is organizing a lot of courses in different branches of study. The different branches of study, they are offering a lot of programs. And Udacity, like our Indian initiative Swayambhu, the Udacity is another learning platform. Udacity courses are taught by industrial experts. Yes, this is what very important point to be noted. The industrial experts are delivering a lecture in the Udacity platforms from Facebook and Google. These classes ranges from the very basic programming to advanced level of courses. Thus, the Udacity is the important platform like our Swayambhu. Next slide, ma'am. So, mobile apps for assessment, Kahoot, Socrates, Sogo Forms, and Airpod. These are all the mobile apps widely used for an assessment process. Next slide, ma'am. So, these are all the subject-specific mobile applications. So, a lot of mobile apps are available in each and every subject. So, for English subject, Duolingo, Study Flash, Fluent, Memrise, Philips. And mathematics subject is concerned MyScript Calculator, Desmos, Geometry Pad, Grapher, Photomath, Math and Science, Tutor, All Math Formula, Quick Brain Mathematics, and Pocket Mathematics. These are all the mobile apps specifically used for specific subjects. Next slide, ma'am. And science subjects, NASA, Anatomy 4D, Touch Surgery, Skyview, BrainPop, Science Bank, 3D Brain, Extra Marks, Science Experiments, Videos, Books of Science, Math and Science Tutor. And for social science subject, SSC Social Science, Today in History, Indian History, English. Not only this subject, lot of mobile apps are available for a lot of subjects. Next slide, ma'am. And what are the skills to be needed for the teachers? to overcome, to fulfill the needs of Industry 4.0. The critical thinking. Being a teacher, every teacher should have a critical thinking. Every teacher should have a habit of critic. Yes, the critic is very important value. The critic is very important characteristics of every human being. We have to critique about our day-to-day activity. We have to critique about our concept. And the people management, how we are able to manage the people, how we are able to manage our students, how we are able to manage our stakeholders. This is what the important skill that every teacher is supposed to have. And the emotional intelligence, yes, this is what every teacher should have. The emotional stability of a teacher, the emotional stability of the student, the emotional stability of the parents is very important for the benefit of the stakeholders. The critical judgment is very important. The critical judgment is needed for all the teachers, and negotiation and cognitive flexibility. Yes, the cognitive flexibility is one of the important character that every teacher should have, and knowledge protection and management for a different concept. This is what very important skills that every teacher should have. Next slide, ma'am. Yeah. By seeing this diagram, how we could frame the education 4.0 to fulfill the needs of Industry 4.0. And the research, we have to, for our research is concerned, we have to collaborate with the national as well as the international agencies. Yes, we have to collaborate with the other agencies for the better for better collaborations. Industry relevant research projects. The particular institution, the particular industry, or the particular college should invite the industry relevant research project from the stakeholders, and innovation entrepreneurship. And the innovation is very, very important. Yes, the innovation is innovation center should be there in every center. So attracting international students, then the industry in the particular university should offer a program that attracts the international students, and the patents and citation solution. These are all the things that we have to discuss about, we have to concentrate about in the research area. So on the student side, we have to concentrate about the blended learning. What is meant by blended learning? It's a combination of online as well as offline learning. It's not only blended learning, we have to implement the flipped learning also. The flipped learning concept is highly useful in our day-to-day classroom activities. We have to give the complex problem solving skills to our students, cognitive skill development, international exposure, and placement. Placement opportunities should be available in each college and each universities for the betterment of the students, those who are studying in the particular educational institutions. And lifelong learning. There should be a chance for lifelong learning for the students, and uncertainty handling skills that has to be taught. And the faculty, yes, the faculty is also, the following program has to be implemented. The induction program. Okay, once we have entered into the job, we should not stop our reading. We should not stop our study. We have to update ourselves. We have to get more and more knowledge by undergoing in different programs. The induction program is one of the important programs that every HRDC and every universities are offering. The professional development programs. So we are offering a lot of professional development programs. Periodically, the particular institution, the particular university, the particular college has to arrange the professional development programs for the faculty members for updating their knowledge and the industrial experience, in order to give a real-time experience, in order to give a practical experience. The industrial exposure should be there in every university and in every college. And e-content development. What is meant by e-content development? Everybody is preparing the e-content. What is meant by e-content? So the content in electronically digital format. If you are using audio, video, animation, and graphics, that will be highly useful for you to capture the attention of your students in your classroom. In order to provide a multimedia experience to the learners, we have to prepare the e-content. The e-content development should be emphasized in all the universities and all the educational institutions based upon the concept of Industry 4.0. The methods for skilling and global competency that has to be emphasized, and global reachability and global recognition has to be considered. as well as infrastructure is concerned, our traditional classroom will be replaced by the smart classroom. Yes, it's a need of hour. The open source learning material, every here there are plenty of learning opportunities are available in the open platform. That is commonly known as open OER, open educational resources. We have to discuss about the Creative Commons license. We are very much particular about the copyright laws. In order to avoid the copyright rules and regulations, we have to understand about the Creative Commons license. And the digital content development that has to be emphasized. And the enterprise resource planning also has to be emphasized. The digital transformation experiencing center has to be started in the particular university or the particular colleges. Digital placement training center should be there. Digital skill assessment center should be there. As far as curriculum is considered, curriculum development for Industry 4.0. We must prepare the curriculum based upon the needs of Industry 4.0, based upon the needs of the employers, based upon the needs of the future generation. Yes, being a teacher educator, being a university expert, being a curriculum expert, we have to concentrate about our curriculum preparation with regard to Industry 4.0. The industry component in UG and PG courses. In every UG and every PG courses, there should be an industrial component. And cross-border education has to be started. And certificate programs, not only the degree programs, the certificate programs also has to be started in each and every university based upon the concept of Industry 4.0. And skilling for global competency. We have to give the skills for meeting the global competency among our students. Next slide, ma'am. Oh, this is what the jobs in 2030. The automation and artificial intelligence will drive the world. In the future generation, there will be automation, there will be artificial intelligence will drive the world. The cars that drive themselves, machines that read X-rays, and algorithms that respond to customer service inquiries. Thank you. Next slide, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable ideas regarding teacher education in the era of Industry 4.0. Thank you so much for your presentation, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Is there any question?
Yeah. Participants, if you are having any question, put that in the chat box and it will be asked to the resource person. No, sir, till now there is no question about. They have wished you a lot for your presentation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, is there any clarification? I'm ready to. Yeah.
Participants, if you are having any clarification, you can put that in your chat box. Okay, they have said there is no doubt and thank you very much. So there is a question, sir. What are the free mobile apps for science?
So I have listed some of the mobile maps in my PowerPoint presentation. These are all I have listed. In my PowerPoint presentation, I have given some of the free mobile apps. It is available in science, and I will circulate that PowerPoint to the organizers, and they will circulate to the participants.
Okay, right. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, right. So now
you can share my PPT to the participants also, ma'am.
Sure, sir. We will share that in our WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So now I request Dr. S. Anthony Minolia, Assistant Professor of History and Coordinator, Equal Opportunity Cell, VOC College of Education, to propose a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Anfia ma'am. Giving thanks for a little and you will find a lot. Good afternoon, everyone. It's really great that this national level webinar turned out to be very successful. I'm Dr. Minolia and Dr. Anupia as organizers to present the vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank the Lord Almighty for showering His blessings in this event. I am proud to say that principal and resource person as alumnus and organizers myself, Dr. Anupia, and technical supporter Dr. Shiva as alumni. proud of VOCCE family. My heartfelt thanks to Honorable President, 3APCV Chokalingam sir, Honorable Secretary, 3APCV Sanmugam sir, and our respected Principal, Dr. Kanagaraj sir, for their continuous support. I am grateful to our resource person, Dr. Subramanian, for honoring us with a wonderful topic. Sir, the explanation and presentation were really perfect. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
I thank all the faculty of our college for their valuable guidance and encouragement in all my efforts. Last but not the least, my heartfelt thanks to the participants for showing their interest and involvement in this program. Once again, I thank you all. Participants, small announcement. Your e-certificates will be issued within 3 days. Over to Anfia, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. The feedback link will be given in the chat box. Thank you so much, participants. After filling the feedback form, you can leave the group.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Feedback form, please. Thank you, sir. Principal, sir.
Subramanian sir. Subramanian sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Yes.
Please
Yeah,
wait.
ma'am.
I will send the feedback.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Thank you,
For
madam.
running the program.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Ma'am, can I leave? Ma'am?
Yes.
Hello. Yeah. Thank
One
you. Thank you,
second,
ma'am.
sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
Someone has called you. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, madam.
Sir, our teachers are here, Subramani.
Yeah, madam. Ranjini, madam. Good morning.
Thank you,
madam.
thank
Good
you.
morning,
Nice
Rasul sir
presentation.
is here.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Participants' feedback link is on the chat box. You can carry on.
Very nice
Rasul sir.
presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I am audible. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Also nice. And above all, the time consciousness that you have maintained is so special appreciation. Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Keep the spirit. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Participants, send the feedback.
Participants, fill the feedback form.
Thank you, participants. The feedback form is in the chat box. You can fill it and submit it, and then you can leave this.
Fatima Safana nu ஒருத்தவங்க இருக்காங்கடா. Fatima Safana
இருக்காங்க சார்.
இருக்காங்க நம்ம காலேஜ் ஓல்ட் ஸ்டூடண்ட் அவங்க.
ஓ. வெல்கம் மேம்.
போறாங்க வேற. இல்ல இருக்காங்க பட் அவங்க ஒண்ணும்
ஹலோ மேம். குட் ஆஃப்டர்நூன் சார்.
குட் ஆஃப்டர்நூன். எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
நல்லா இருக்கு சார். இல்ல அனுப்பியா மேம், ஆர் யூ ரிமெம்பர் மீ?
தெரியுது ஃபர்சானா.
ஓகே.
ஃபர்சானா இல்லம்மா, ஃபாத்திமா
சஃபானா.
சஃபானா தானே?
எஸ் மேம், எஸ் சார்.
பேட்மேன் நகரம் சஃபானா தானே?
எஸ் சார்.
ஓகே ஓகே ஓகே.
எங்க ஈரோட்டுக்கு போனீங்க?
சாரி சார்.
எங்க ஈரோட்டுக்கு போனீங்க அங்க இருந்து?
இல்ல சார், நான் பேட்மேன்ல தான் இருக்கேன்.
பேட்மேன்ல தான் இருக்கீங்களா? ரைட்.
எஸ் சார்.
ஈரோடு ஸ்கூல்ல ட்ரெஸ் போட்ட மாதிரி இருந்தது.
இல்ல சார், பேட்மேன் நகரம் தான்.
எந்த ஊர்ல ஒர்க் பண்றீங்க?
அங்கதான் சார், பேட்மேன்ல தான் ஒர்க் பண்றேன்.
அதே ஸ்கூலா?
எஸ் சார்.
நீங்க படிச்ச ஸ்கூல் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வாங்கி போட்டோலாம் இருக்குமே அதே ஸ்கூலா?
இல்ல சார், அடுத்து மெட்ரிகுலேஷன் ஸ்கூல்.
வேற மெட்ரிகுலேஷன் ஸ்கூல்ல. ரைட்.
நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா சார்?
வீட்ல எல்லாரும் நல்லா இருக்காங்களா?
எஸ் சார், எல்லாம் நல்லா இருக்காங்க சார்.
சரி, ஓகே. தேங்க்ஸ்.
ஓகே சார், தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் சார்.
தேங்க்யூ மேம். தேங்க்யூ சார்.
தேங்க்யூ மேம், தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.
Subramani sir, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Can I leave, ma'am?
Yes.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, Arogya, madam. Thank you.
With pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you, madam. Madam, thank you, Dhanavati, madam. Thank you, madam.
Sasikla ma'am.
How are you? How are you, Dr. Singh?
Fine, ma'am. Fine. How are you, ma'am?
Fine, thank you. Happy to
Okay.
hear from you.
Yeah,
Well
thank you,
done.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, nice it was.
Thank
Time
you, ma'am.
conscious.
Thank you, ma'am.
Time.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Take care of your health.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Congrats, Pinolia ma'am and Anifia ma'am. Fine,
Thank
it was.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello?
Thank you, participants. After
Thank
filling
you.
the feedback form, you can leave.
ஹலோ ஃபீட்பேக் ஃபார்ம் எங்க மேடம் இருக்கும்?
Chat box ல இருக்கு ma'am.
அனு கங்க்ராச்சுலேஷன்ஸ்.
Thank you, Ranjini ma. Thank you.
அண்ணே சூப்பர் கெட்டப்.
அமுதா
சூப்பர் கெட்டப் நல்லா இருக்கு.
ஆமா பாஸ்கர் மாதிரி இருக்கு நீ பையன் சொன்னா.
எஸ் 100%.
சரி பாசமோட தங்கச்சியோட சேர்ந்துக்கலாம்.
வெல்கம்.
Thank you, sir.
ஏடா
Vinolia ma'am, stop recording ma'am.
Wait. Okay.